Good evening and welcome to Contact Buzz.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Governor.
As you can tell, we are mellow as jello.
We are mellow jello and feeling great. And I know that if you're listening to this right now, you are too.
We know. We know.
Absolutely. And what have we been doing all evening? And actually for the past, 4 days?
Yeah.
At least 3 days.
Yeah, we've been painting.
Yes. I know you guys, if you follow us, and if you have for a while, and if you're on our other socials, you'll see the paintings that we share and the paintings on the wall in our background here in the sanctuary. We want to let you guys know that those are for sale. And these are our channeled paintings, by the way. They are just, we sit down with the paint brushes and the paint, we pick our paint, we go at it, whatever comes. And like tonight, I did a very odd take on a witch doctor. If you want to see that, go to my personal Facebook page. And then Holly painted a beautiful self-portrait, the goddess in goddess form, like the true goddess that she is. But yeah, you guys should go check those out. But anything that you see hanging on the wall or that we share in our artwork galleries, it's for sale. Just shoot us a message, give us an offer. Most of them are 11 by 14. We got a whole lot of 11 by 14 sizes, and then we've got a few bigger ones. There's four pieces that we agreed to keep in the sanctuary. That's our core pieces. But now, listen, if you are interested in those, everything is negotiable.
Everything. Even the goddamn fish tank, okay?
Listen, we are hustling.
We are hustling, yeah. No, if you guys are rolling with us, then you're rolling into the unknown, which means, hey, we've discovered that we've slipped into the new earth. Maybe even in between, not completely certain yet. But what we do know is we're navigating new territory and meeting new people with the new energies, and you can see it. Like, we talked about, have we talked about Alice in Wonderland?
I don't think so.
Holy
no.
shit, that was our last paintings.
Absolutely, yeah.
Our theme.
Yep, and again, those are for sale. But, yeah, we have had a lot of synchronicities. We may have talked about this on the last episode. You know we do this all the time.
I know, we'll tell the same fucking
so
stories.
Funny. But we ran into our white rabbit the other day.
Yeah.
We were at the gym, we were getting ready to go up the stairwell, and down comes this white-haired lady in a local clinic jacket, rushing down the stairs, and she says, I'm late. I'm going to be late for work. I'm going to be late for work.
She said it twice.
And then she said it as Holly passed her, and then as she came on down, I held the door for her, and she told me the same thing.
Yeah.
So I got to thinking, this is like the White Rabbit on Alice in Wonderland. So then comes a whole
it was
series
way before that.
Oh yeah,
like,
true that.
Been,
yeah, like we've been listening
the
to
White Rabbit.
for a long time.
Yeah.
But it's just like crazy how much.
Well, it started coming in
synchronicities
memes and everything, and then Keith.
Yeah.
He's having it with us, so we're not alone in this big synchronicity thing going on right now, guys. It's everywhere.
So
it's
pay
crazy.
attention, because what those are, those White Rabbit, like the little lady that we saw, the storybook characters are like really personified in people. If you start to pay attention and you start to read energy, you can really see it.
Yeah.
Because I saw her as like a freaking rabbit.
Well, we also see people as like, if they're like a certain way. Like I've seen
the ugliness in them.
yeah, the ugliness.
It's kind of like that TV show Grimm.
Grimm,
where
yes.
they Vogue or whatever it is. The Volga, whatever. Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, you can see that in people if you pay attention, and you'll know what we're talking about if you really have developed your instincts on reading energies.
Yeah, and seeing past people's shit.
You
man.
have to see past, and that's with everybody, guys. If somebody's out, let's live in this positive vibration level right now. This is what's bringing us into the unknown, and the new world is thriving. So if you see somebody out and they are rude to you, just bless them.
Yeah,
don't let it affect you in any way, shape, or form. They are people. They're having a bad day. Even if they're not having a bad day, if they're rude, whatever, it's on them. Just
tell them you hope they have a better day.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. So don't let those moments
drag you down.
It
ain't worth it.
That's how you start to heal yourself of these things. And I've been working on a lot, and that's one of them that I've been working on.
He has, really. For reals.
I am trying to bring order to all the chaos in my world. And I like efficiency now, and I like to weed out anything that's going to cause me to be hindered on my spiritual path. Because I wasted way too much time in this vessel to get here, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm going to continue that for as long as I am able to in this life form. And then go on to the next one or whatever. But you know, it's really cool, and it's why not better yourself, guys? Why sit in that filth?
Yeah.
Why not get up, no matter what your circumstance is?
It don't matter no more. It's an old book. It's old chapters. Okay, listen. Don't live in the old.
Yeah.
You are building a new book,
and
a new chapter.
Do not get stuck in trauma patterns.
Yeah.
Because
get out there.
Too many people replay those trauma patterns because they don't know who they are without those patterns. They are scared to death that they won't know who they are without it. So they don't want to heal it, or for whatever reason they don't choose to heal it. They get stuck in a vicious cycle of, I call it trauma patterns.
Well, yeah, for sure it is. Some people don't even realize they're in trauma patterns.
No, they don't, and that's the sadness right there. If you feel like you're negative all the time, or if negative things are happening,
and you're always
to you
having
all
to
the
tell
time,
people about your trauma.
yeah, then ding, 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 light bulb, trauma. I need to heal it.
Heal it and move on. You
Please,
can revisit it, but don't stay there.
Right, absolutely. Too many people get caught up in that, and it's sad to see.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm having the shittiest
The
luck
Monroe.
with my Monroe piercing, y'all. And,
Did you lose the bar this time?
hell yeah.
Damn.
Spirit's telling me something. I don't want to let my piercing go, man.
Yeah. It didn't go like...
It's okay. No, you don't have to. We'll just keep on rolling. Yeah. But anywho, I'll find it later. If I don't, I don't. It shouldn't grow up.
It's all good.
Welcome to the sanctuary.
That's right. Exactly.
But yeah, healing the trauma. We talk about it 500 million times on every show. But seriously, it is
worth it.
It is.
Because why? Why, again, lay down in that filth and stay there when you have the capability
Start
to...
being mindful of everything.
Exactly.
Everything.
And if something makes you feel a certain type of way, why does it make you feel that way? Get to the bottom of it so you'll know. Then you can know what you need to work on.
Yep.
And it's not an easy fix. And again, I've been solid working on myself, 100% focused for the past 3 years. And I'm 40 years old. So, you know, I'm not beating myself up for that because I had to... everything played out the way that it was supposed to. 100% it did.
Yeah.
So I am not holding on to
Better awake
anything
now
other
than not.
Hell yeah, I feel like a new man, you know, and I'm gonna roll with that. And that's that new world energy that I'm keeping, and I will fight tooth and nail for that if I have to. That's my bread and butter. That's my main focus right now.
Yeah, my main focus is, which, as you guys know, I talked about on the last show about getting a divorce and things like that, and everything just felt very overwhelming, and I had to resettle, I had to realign, and, you know, get my stuff in balance, and so I feel like my holliness is coming back.
Yeah.
Because of all this stuff, I'm out of my storms. So,
it's beautiful.
it is beautiful, and I intend on making everyone sick of me.
Yeah, hey, as you should, because that's what a confident goddess does.
But yeah, it's not holding myself back or down because I'm stuck in, not stuck, but work. At that point, you know, it's a lot of bullshit going on. But, yeah, I'm so fucking excited about this year. I'm excited about what events we have coming up.
Oh, I know,
I'm excited to share our stories with everyone.
Absolutely.
And to be able to give them the secrets of the universe.
Absolutely.
So we can do what we're sent here to do.
Exactly.
Us and so many others.
At every retreat that we do, it's what everybody gets when they get to to interact with us because that's our calling. That's what we're called to do. We have worked hard and healed ourselves to be able to help you guys do the same because we've been through the same damn shit.
Yeah, no.
And it's tough sometimes, but guess what? It's worth it if you sit down and face yourself. Truly, get real candid with yourself and say, listen, I gotta fix what's broken here. So why would you lie to yourself if you were trying to fix what was broken? You know, why would you lie to yourself and say that, no, I think I'm okay there. But you know good and well, deep down, that there's still something to that, you know? And until you heal it, it'll be there eating at you. And it'll cost you your peace.
Yeah, and also, to heal it, you gotta feel it.
That's right. You do. You have to feel it. It's like tearing off a Band-Aid. I'm telling you, it'll be the best thing that you ever did.
Yeah, because
And you'll look back and say, why did I wait 37 years of my life to have
to do
this?
that, yeah. And all I had to do was just
Be real
really
with
forgive
yourself.
myself, forgive somebody else. You know, looking at it from a different perspective and saying, hey, this human was a shitty human because guess what? They got trauma in their life. They're a broken person. You chose to let that broken person break you and cause trauma in your life. And you're guilty of hanging on to it.
Absolutely.
Now, not everybody knows, of course, but I mean, it's still us. We are guilty of holding on to it.
We are.
Because we don't want to work past emotions.
Yeah, well,
we don't want to feel it.
Nope.
So we suppress it and numb it. We numb it by drinking, sex, food. Whatever. List goes on and on. So if you want to heal yourself in your body and your mind and everything else, you start within yourself. You go into a third person perspective and you really just analyze yourself. If you have a thought that comes to your mind, if you have a trauma that comes to your mind, sit with it and ask yourself, does it serve you anymore? Because that is in your past.
Right.
And that chapter is closed, but you're revisiting it and you're staying in it. So think of it that way. I mean, that might be a good analogy for everybody
I think it makes perfect sense to me, but we've been through it. We've lived it. We've healed it. And we're
been there, done that. Got a t-shirt.
Now we're teaching guys
Yeah.
how to heal themselves, and that's beautiful to be able to do that. It ain't whistling Dixie, let me tell you. It
No,
ain't all
fuck no.
sunshine and roses.
No.
In fact, the path of a shaman is a very dark and twisted path that leads you to where the greener pastures are.
Yeah, if you find
so to
yourself
speak.
in a shamanic calling, you are someone who has self-soothed themselves since you were a child. So you've done a lot of healing on your own. And just meeting like-minded people who may have more knowledge, who it has, that to give you.
Oh, absolutely.
To be able to, I love that. I love that for myself.
Yeah.
And I still love that for myself.
I want to find somebody that brings out the very best in me. You know what I mean? Somebody
absolutely.
That, stimulates my mind.
Yes.
And can point me, like, that knows what I know and can point me in the direction of the way I need it. Like a perfect complement to each other, you know?
Absolutely.
One gives where the other one can, or cannot, whatever.
Yeah.
But,
so exciting things, though, are coming into for the tribe.
Oh, yeah.
So I know you guys are listening, and we talk. We don't get to talk like everybody together, and I'm so excited because I feel it coming. Like I've been telling everybody separately that the people in our inner tribe are people who we've really connected to on a soul level. They have started to come in more to us, and some of them are waking up more. They are stepping into their power. They're stepping into their power. And some have already stepped into their power. But either way, we're all going through some shit together, and we know without a shadow of doubt that this is the start of something bigger in community.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm telling you, these people all align with us. I mean, we meet each other and we're around each other. We don't feel like it's so
let me just say,
beautiful.
2023 big things have already started happening.
Yes, they have.
This is the year to shine in this new world. This is the year we're going to fully transition over into that full-on mentality, I think. And it is already beautiful, man. typically struggle this time of year with
Always have,
seasonal depression.
Yep.
Always, every year of my life until this year. I have absolutely thrived, and so has Holly. Even through all the shitty storms that we've been through, we can say here in the middle of January already
Hell yeah.
that we're thriving, and we are all as well, and we're not eating those Pepperidge Farm cakes.
We put them down, y'all.
We did.
We put them down.
retired
Now
them.
we picked up a gym
Yeah.
for now.
For now. Until it gets warm again, then we're going to kick ass on the hiking trails,
Hell
because we live in the
yes.
Appalachians where we can do that, thankfully.
Yeah.
It's beautiful
So
here.
this is what it looks like, guys. And you know, like Dallas said, I've always struggled too with seasonal depression. Every year, the dark time of the year.
Yeah.
So I didn't know how to control. We didn't know how to control our empathy, is what it was.
Exactly.
And so we would go down with the collective.
Yep.
Because when you're connected like that in the collective, so there's different vibrational levels of the
Very
collective,
much
is what people
so,
need to
yeah.
understand. So when we're putting them spiritual messages out for the collective, the people who know, they're going to understand
Oh,
our
yeah.
messages, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, I forgot what I was doing there. Shit, I lost it all.
Oh, damn.
The lower vibrational, or shit.
Yeah, the collective.
The collective,
Yeah.
collective energy.
Yeah.
Oh, seasonal depression.
Yeah.
So, you know, people want to say it's depression. By God, why does it only happen a certain time of the year when everybody is so connected and we're all
Yeah.
like fucking sheeple until we wake
It's
up?
really bad.
Okay?
Yeah, you really
So then
are.
you ascend to a different not sheeple, but, but a different collective.
I know
A
what you
higher
mean.
vibrational collective.
Exactly.
So if we talk about purgatory, that is down
in that,
there
yeah,
with that collective.
And listen, it's real. We lived it. We know we've lived it, got out of it, walked back through it.
Hell
and
yeah,
come
we
back
dip
out
down there
again.
sometimes.
And you will it on this path. And
Yeah.
especially if you're a shaman and you're tapped into that shamanic energy, it's a must. You
It
have
is.
to help people in their purgatories. It's in the clause of the contract or whatever you
Yeah,
want to call it.
but you don't have to stay down
No,
there now.
you have to protect your energy first
Yeah.
and foremost, but you'll know that when you get to this point.
Oh
so.
yeah. No need explaining that, but don't be
Right.
like me and like 20 years later you get a divorce.
Yeah, well, shit
You know.
happens, you know?
You know, well, you know, that's one big lesson to be learned though.
Absolutely.
Is not to repeat my cycle.
See,
that was
that's
not a
beautiful that you
huge
can
bad
do that.
cycle for me.
Yeah. I seen the last 3 years play out, and
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so proud of you from where you were and where you are now.
Yeah.
Champion,
Yeah.
goddess.
Yeah. I have healed a lot, guys. A lot over the years.
Most people wouldn't have been able to handle it.
No, I tell people that all the time. I mean, like other people who been through what I've been through, they would either be dead or they would be so drugged out
Oh, yeah.
that you know they would just to everything. You know, I've been having, even looking back. I think today we was talking. I said, you know, I realized, shit. I was going somewhere with that. I lost it again.
Yeah.
Spirit said no.
Yeah.
Anyway, I had it was a recollection of my past,
Oh, yeah.
and okay, never mind. Hold on, guys. We're gonna get it back in. It's when I was stepping into when I lost weight. I was, had the boys, they were little,
Yeah.
and I had got at my biggest, and I lost weight, and I started to build confidence in
Yeah.
myself.
Right.
It's not, I've never really lacked it,
Right.
but when you get up there in size, you're like, you're not comfortable with your body.
Yeah.
So I learned to be comfortable with my body, and then from there, I realized that I had a fear of the control thing.
Yeah.
So it really, when I stepped into my power of that, is when I seen the healing process of me saying, you're not going to tell, really just stepping into my power.
Right.
And overcoming that fear, because I have been controlled my whole life.
Oh, yeah.
It was, from my mother to my ex.
Yep.
And
Out of the frying pan.
out of
to
the
the
and then
fire.
I used to say I don't know how anybody could stay for so long and something like that, but I'm here to tell you I'm one of them. It's because you don't have nobody.
Right.
It's because you don't have a support system.
Nobody truly cares.
No, nobody gives a fuck.
No, so
No.
that's why you got to love yourself enough to say, fuck this, I'm
Yeah.
getting out of this situation.
Yeah.
Until then, you will just be stuck.
Yeah.
And it's scary, and God knows, is it scary? There's been some
Very scary.
tense, scary moments, but guess what? Spirit, it worked out.
I went through
Beautifully.
what I went through for a reason. So that's what I tell my clients, and that's what I'm telling you guys. And I know this. You know, I knew I was supposed to go through that for a reason.
Absolutely.
And, you know, there's no hard feelings there because I healed this actually during my marriage. I had let go. But I also have a big, big heart, and I'm very compassionate. And also being a healer, you know, me and Dallas both was trying our best to help him out because, you know, he just suffers from mental illness. And mental illness is just someone who has fallen into the trauma trap. Okay?
Yeah,
and
it's
have,
true.
I mean, it really is. And we can work with these people and we can help them, but only when they're ready.
Right.
And you can't save nobody.
Nope.
No, you can't save
can't.
nobody.
And
You can
don't
plant
even waste
seeds.
years of your life trying. All you can
Yeah.
do is plant the seeds and leave it to
Yeah.
grow.
And you know what? Don't worry what anybody thinks.
Yeah.
I promise you, everything will be okay. Like if you're listening to this and you struggle, whether you're in a relationship, a marriage, or a friendship, if you struggle with letting go of them because of your big heart, you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, and you're afraid of their reaction, don't worry about their reaction. That is on them. That is hurt. That is emotions. Okay? Let it go. And bring that energy back to yourself.
Yeah.
You know,
Because-
I promise you, you don't have to live in that fear,
No.
that layer of fear.
The beautiful thing about endings is the new beginnings to
Yeah.
come, and let me tell you, it's beautiful. So it may be hard, and it may feel like your world is devastated, and you may feel like you're broken to the very core in every way possible. But guess what? It gets better. That's when you can choose to rise above and say, okay, let's take inventory. What all do I need to fix in my life that caused me to get here?
Yep.
Be very frank with yourself on that, and then I promise you things will start to fall into place, and you will really ascend on this path.
You will. And meditate, motherfuckers.
That's the biggest key right there. If we didn't meditate every day like we did, we would have never been able to heal.
Oh, no.
'Cause that's where
And,
you-
you know, plant medicine.
Yeah,
I
very
mean,
much.
plant medicine plays a big, big
Very
role.
big advocate of plant medicine,
Yeah.
as you guys know.
We started meditating earlier on in life, but, you know, later in my life, I have found plant medicine has been my spiritual tool of use.
Yeah,
Both of ours.
absolutely.
So, you know, the beautiful thing is with the shamanic work, we dive in a little bit of everything.
Absolutely.
So we get to see all kinds of perspectives of consciousness.
Absolutely. And it's really awesome to be able to document that, you know?
It is, and to feel it, because not only
To
that,
see it.
to see it, yeah.
Because that is in turn, to see it play out in multiple people,
Mm-hmm.
we get to group those people in different vibrational fields.
Yep.
And you can compare the two. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I see that this person and this person have very similar traits. So
Yes.
what's similar about these two people? So you can really start to hone in on how all that works.
Yeah, which also brings me to that. We have an app that I had the idea of,
Yeah.
and we was like, "What's the name of this?" And is the Align, because we was talking about dating apps. I think he was on the dating app.
A spiritual dating app.
Yeah, a
'cause
spiritual
all the
dating
dating apps that I've ever been on are shit.
Yeah,
All the people are flaky ass shit. So we thought it would be cool to have and I'm sure there's many spiritual dating apps out there, but one that's called Align. And
if anybody steals this shit, I'm gonna know. I'm
this
gonna
is
sue.
copyrighted, but you cannot steal this. This is ours. It's
Damn it.
Align.
Spirit gave us the idea, okay? But no, you're using what you were just talking about.
Yeah.
So, breaking it down for someone by their natal charts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are these people going to be compatible in different ways? And
Yeah.
just by their intuition, you can
Absolutely.
align people.
Align.
Oh my God.
I know.
Keith, are you listening? Because this is great.
It is. And if any app developers are listening,
Oh God, yeah,
please
we're
hit
poor
us
as
up.
fuck. So
No.
I mean, we can give you a slap on the ass and a tickle on
a
the
slap
balls.
and a tickle.
I'm joking, but you know, maybe we can barter.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, that's an app idea we had, and it's, I don't know, it's like one of those things that's hanging out in the background.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Love getting to do this.
Me too.
If you guys support us and want to support us in any type of way, just follow our social media accounts, which I'm sure you do by now if you're listening. And if you want to donate, that would be very much appreciated. It all goes toward the cause. It all goes to the community and being able to continue doing what we do.
Yeah. The biggest thing is right now is to keep continuing what we're doing so we can build a community.
Absolutely.
Everything is falling into place. If you vibe with us, you know this,
Yeah,
and it's
absolutely.
beautiful. It's not one of those pyramid schemes. It's not a scam.
No.
You know, it's beautiful. It is
Yeah.
so fucking beautiful.
It is beautiful.
We know who we are, and we know we are now touching people and awakening them.
Oh God. Yeah.
Awakening them. We just had
We
this
are seeing
conversation.
beautiful
Yeah.
ascensions in people that we're working with, and it's because we get to share our experiences, and they get it.
Yeah.
It saves them so much time
Yeah.
to. Well, it's everything's meant to happen the way it does.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think a lot of people's ascensions are sped up, like into hyperspeed right now,
yes.
because we're going into that new
Yes,
era.
everybody's
So
getting
the
a good
more
push.
people we touch, the more people they touch, the more people they touch, and listen, we've seen it go from a ripple to a wave.
It's a tsunami, man.
Yeah,
it's a fucking
crazy.
tsunami, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. And see, that's what the community is supposed to be about. It's not supposed to have ego in it or any of those ugly things, lower
Right.
vibrational things.
Yeah.
So, welcome to the new world. And if you would like to donate, like Dallas said, check out.
Buy one of our paintings.
Hell,
I know I
anything.
kid about that, but it would really go for a good cause. And also, I want somebody to have my artwork hanging on their wall that they can appreciate it.
Yeah.
Not that I'm a Mona Lisa or whatever, but
We are
you know,
shamanic
I
channelers.
love getting. The whole purpose in painting these is that one day they'll be on somebody else's wall, or
Yeah.
that it'll inspire somebody, or
Yeah.
whatever. So if you want to make a donation, we'll gladly, like silent auction on the paintings or whatever.
We're hopefully though, Dallas has a dream that he's been putting out there, and we haven't initiated yet, but we're going to.
Yeah.
Is we want to do a gallery with our paintings and have also a gallery reading
Yeah.
and a silent auction. That way we can showcase our stuff, and like people who know deeply spiritual people will appreciate these paintings.
Oh, yeah.
Because most of every one of them, which are not the ones that we are not for sale, are the ones that we've, how we've practiced painting and stuff, but
Yeah.
most of all of them have been channeled.
Yeah, absolutely.
So whatever happens when we start painting,
Yeah.
and it's become something so beautiful, and teaching moments, so learning moments. I never appreciated art so much in my life until we
Same.
started to 2020
Yeah.
again, and it was by like doing a little Halloween
I
stuff
know.
and our manifestation boxes,
Yeah.
and I was like, I've never been creative.
Right.
But I have been creative, and I didn't give myself enough credit.
Absolutely.
And now look at us.
I
Like,
know, I love it.
you can do anything you put your mind to, people.
Absolutely, you
Okay?
can.
So we were just talking about that in the healing process.
Yeah.
As you said, man, like we can heal anything about ourselves.
Yeah.
And
really
we can. Because we was talking about Dallas healing his anxiety, and I said, what is anxiety? It's
Right.
like everybody's dubbed all these medical terms on it, and the medical doctors are even saying, our doctor had a
Yeah.
conversation with him, and he said, "Do you realize you're ahead of the game?" I said, "No shit."
Absolutely.
No shit. So that's what it is going to come to, and
Oh,
we
yeah.
knew that though. Here in the next year, this year, big changes, big changes.
Big changes.
Guys, I think I said this on the last show. Just be, mindful and learn. Learn your herbs, learn your territory there. See what kind of
Absolutely.
medicinal and edibles you got around you, and
Right.
use those, and don't fall into that fear bullshit.
Please
Everything's
don't.
gonna be okay.
Yeah.
But learn your herbs.
Listen, anybody needs to know about their herbs and the medicinal
Get
properties.
you a couple
'cause you never
chickens
know
too,
when you're
because
gonna
eggs
need
are
them.
expensive.
There's actually some really awesome herbal remedies that work better than
the
pharmaceutical.
holistic
You know?
healing is where it's going.
100%.
And we have those at our fingertips, most of them anyway.
Yeah,
And I mean, look at our ancestors. Shit,
I know.
and there were some herbal people right there, mountain
Absolutely.
people,
The granny magic.
granny magic, that deep stuff.
Absolutely.
Well,
I think that is the show.
it is a show.
Peace out, guys.
Bye.